It is Tuesday, almost the end of May. I hope you enjoyed your long weekend. However, and I hope you're drinking extra water and staying both hydrated and out of the heat because it's definitely excruciating. We've got a couple more days like that and then it's going to start to cool down. So, once again, just try and connect your mind, observe your body, follow your breathing, don't overdo anything, just really kind of relax into this. So we're gonna lie down on the floor. And I'll first, let me make sure that yes, there you go. Better. Lie down on the floor. Relax your shoulders here. Open your chest, maybe close your eyes for a little bit. Your palms are facing up. This helps with the rotation. If your arms are rotated such that your palms are facing up, it automatically brings your shoulders out and into the back and helps open up the chest. Take a nice long inhale through your nose. Expand your rib cage, really allow it to expand. Maybe you will even arch your back as you do that. And with an exhale, let go of most of the air out of your body. Use your mouth. Start listening to that breathing. That's wonderful. Reach your arms first toward the ceiling as you inhale. And then bring them all the way above your head. And once again, just drop them. Stay heavy. Keep breathing. Very nice. Now, I want you to actually inhale and stretch the fingertips away from your toes. Please remember how your spine feels here. Nice. And with an exhale, start to drag your feet towards your pelvis. Bend your knees one at a time. And then reach and grab your knees. Gently lift your hips slightly off the floor, just kind of rocking your lower back. And now we're gonna rock it side to side. You're starting, this is just your hands that are moving your knees side to side. Should feel good. Very nice. Drop your right leg back on the floor. Grab your left knee with your right hand, and very easy for 3 breaths, we're gonna bring that knee to the right side of the body. Gentle, really, let's not overdo it. We're still just warming up, getting a feel for how far we can go. Left shoulder blade remains on the floor. Help with the left arm reaching away from your body. And then from here, gently coming back. And hug that left knee with your left elbow. Kind of stick it inside your left elbow and press it to the left side of your body, but don't roll on it. You want to make sure that your hips are still on the floor. Relax through your shoulders. Good. Bring that knee back to the center, and then from here, straighten your leg as much as you can. Keep holding it, keep supporting it, and give me 3 nice rotations with your left, counterclockwise and 3 clockwise, any which way. You're basically just opening up and warming up your ankles. Good. And then we're gonna release the left leg, and let's bring our right knee in, soft, gentle, and the left hand is going to take your knee to the left side of your body while your right arm extends to the right. Easy does it, 3 breaths. 2 and 1. Nice. Returning back to the center, and then grip it with the inside of your right elbow, pressing it to the right side of your body. Just make sure that your left leg is fully on the floor. Nice. And bring that knee back to center, straighten your leg, hold it while you're drawing those circles with your toes 3 times clockwise and 3 times counterclockwise. Should feel really good. Opening things up. Nice. Bend your right knee, keep it here, please. Pull your left knee toward your chest as well. Once again, start to rock the lower back off the floor. So you're pulling your knees towards your chest, lifting your hips off the floor. We're going to rock ourselves into a comfortable seated position. So bring your head off the floor. This will really round your back and start to rock gently. 2 and 3 and lifting out into a comfortable seated position. Nice. Reset. We're going to do that 2 more times, exactly like that. You should actually feel like a massage through your spine, and at the same time definitely feel that your core is warming up. So go ahead and gently bring your spine all the way back, pull those knees in, and let's rock 3 times again. 2 and last 1, and again, sitting in comfortable seated position. Good. Feels wonderful. And 1 more time. Bring the spine back on the floor. Pull those knees in. 1 last time. 3 times rocking. 1 and 2 and 3. And we're sitting up. And I'm going to stay like so that we see what I'm asking of you. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. You're going to press your hands into your knees, lift your chest forward, maybe lift your chin slightly, long throat, long neck, shoulders are pulled back. This is your nice and long inhale, and with an exhale, let's round your back. Tuck your chin, and again, next inhalation, rolling our shoulders back, arching, lifting, and with an exhale, coming into a very round back. 1 more time. Inhale, open up. And with an exhale, round your back. Good. Now I'm going to invite you to try and sit in the following way. If it's not an option, don't worry about it, but I want you to try it. So what you will do is you're going to place your foot, instead of crossing it like we normally do and then dropping our knees under, I want you to place your feet sort of parallel to each other. I'm sure that you can see it. Once again, if this is not an option, don't worry about it. Just go back into a comfortable crisscross position and staying here. From here, place your hands in front of you and start to slide your hands as far as your hips and your knees allow you. And then start sliding them all the way back. So now you're using both your legs and your back muscles to lift up. And again, reach, reach, nice and long, exhale. And pull them back in. 1 last time. All the way out, go as far as you possibly can. And all the way in. Very good. Go ahead and release your left leg. Send it out. Settle in here. Open things up. We're going to start to move here. We're going to reach to the left side and to the right side. So you're trying to imagine that there's a wall behind you, so we're not coming in. It is still with a very open, especially right chest. And then we're coming back in. Right hand is going to come on the floor, and you're going to lift up onto your right knee and reach your left arm out. Good. Let's do that again. Gently dropping into the seat bone and reaching to the left. And back to the right. And lifting up if you can. If you cannot, keep your hips back on the floor. Just reach your left arm over. One last time. We will do more shoulders this time than we did last time. We barely did any shoulders. So that's what we're trying to do. Opening up our spine and our shoulders. And lift. Coming back down. And we're switching. Tucking our left leg under and reaching our right one as far as possible. Play with it a little bit. Find your angles. You really want to be as close to your comfort zone as possible. Keeping your chest really open, so try not to slouch here. Use your muscles, use your core, and reach to the right with the right arm, and left one comes over without rounding it. Good. And then from here, left hand comes parallel to your hips, and you are lifting using your core muscles onto that left knee, reaching all the way out. So this is basically your half side plank. And then coming back down and reaching again to the right. Take your time. Every single time you go into these, every single asana gives you the opportunity to play a little bit and open just a tiny bit more. Listen to your body. Don't worry about anybody else. Find your breathing. Keep everything as open as you can. Move slowly. Try not to jerk. Good. One more time. Opening things up. Reaching and arching. Good. From here, you're going to go ahead and rotate and find your way into your tabletop position. Okay. So find your shoulders, pull them gently back. Shift your hips gently side to side. Good. And what I want you to do now is start with your neck. Go ahead and tuck your chin and lift your chin up. Your back is very neutral now. And again, tuck your chin and up. We will finish with a couple of very special stretches for our necks. Tuck one more time and lift it up. Good. And from here, you're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Your neck is parallel to your spine, and then left to left. And again, right to right. Keep your shoulders from moving, left to left. One last time, right to right, and then left to left. Good. Now, go ahead and now find your balance. So your left knee remains on the floor while your right leg goes all the way out. Left arm goes all the way out. Stay here for 3 breaths. Here are the things that I want you to pay attention to as you're breathing here. Your neck is in line with your spine. You don't have to look at me. We're not moving. Your shoulders are away from your ears. And your hips are really square. Good. Once you're done with your last 3rd breath, place your right knee on the floor, your left hand on the floor. Find your balance and release that left leg out and your right arm in the opposite direction. And same exact thing. Your neck is in line with your spine. Your shoulders are away from your ears and your hips are square. All of that requires both the work of your arms, shoulders, and your core in the back. And when you're done with your 3rd breath, go ahead and gently release your knee and your hand. Good. Shift your hips all the way back, or as far as your hips and your knees allow you. And then lift forward and drop your hips forward. Pull your shoulders back. Reach your chin gently up just a tiny bit and your chest forward. And again. Down. And forward. And one last time. Back. And forward. Very nice. Come back and sit in a comfortable position for your knees. So if it is too hard for you to keep your hips all the way on your heels, feel free to just lift up. We're going to warm up our shoulders and then we're going to start working them. So what you're going to do here is you reach your arms in front of you, clasp them, rotate them, and lift all the way up. So what I'm asking of you is while you're still facing forward, so you're not tucking your chin, you are trying to bring your arms as far behind your ears as you can. From here, go ahead and release those clasped hands and swing your arms gently behind you, clasp your hands again, and press your shoulder blades together. So we will do this one now several times. Inhale and exhale. Release your arms, bring them in front. So you're rounding your back slightly. Rotate your palms. Inhale, lift and pull behind your ears. Good. Inhale. And with an exhale, release your arms behind you, clasp your hands, and bring your shoulder blades together. Full breath. 2 more times exactly like that. Inhale, reach, and bring your hands together and rotate, press. Inhale all the way up, arms behind your ears if you can. And reach your arms behind you now and clasp them behind your hips. Open up. Good. One last time. Release your hands and bring them in front. Round the top part of your spine. Rotate. Tuck your chin. And lift. Once again, release those fingers. Bring your arms behind you. One last time, clasping and opening up. Good. And from here, release your hands, place them on the floor, come back into your tabletop position. And we're going to start to drop our elbows down on the floor. And we all remember the condition here that the elbows are coming parallel to each other. Down and up. And down and up. And this is one thing to avoid. I'm not going into my child's pose here. So I'm not bringing my elbows down and shifting my hips back. No, I'm trying to keep my hips exactly where they are and just dropping my elbows. And what that does is that actually brings my chin really close to the floor. But it's still parallel to my hands. Lift up, one last time. Good. So now go ahead and drop your elbows. Now that our triceps, this is the back side of the top part of our arms, are very warm, you're going to start to lean your chest and your chin forward just a little bit and back. And again, 2. Inhale back. One last time, 3. Very good. All right, lift your elbows halfway. So now pull your shoulders back, gently arch your back, and let's go with that chin and chest to that invisible line between our hands. Pause here, just a sec. And from here, push all the way forward and up. So it's a lot of work now for both your shoulders and your triceps. And I know you've done really wonderfully well. Let's try that again. So, elbows are half bent, shoulders are pulled back, chest is open, chin is slightly forward. Inhale and as close to the floor with your chest as you can, and then lifting it all the way up. Please avoid bringing your shoulders to your ears. All right, one more time. This is going to be the last one here. Inhale. Soften your elbows and exhale. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Very nice. Okay. Bring your hips now all the way back. This is your child's pose. And we will do that in nice, beautiful one swing. It's going to be a little bit easier because you're extending your arms here and you're giving your shoulders a break. So we're going to go through this chaturanga. Inhale. And elbows soft, down, up. Tuck your toes. And from here, we're going to go straight into downward facing dog. So this looks like a big pyramid now, right? So you're pressing your hands into the mat. You're trying to press your heels into the mat. You're shifting your hips gently side to side just to give yourselves a little break. Your back is still arched. So this is a huge pressure on our shoulders. And if you start feeling that it's a little too much at any point in time, feel free to drop on your knees. We're here for 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, look in front of you. Start to lift. Start to move your body forward. Easy does it. You're in a plank position. Easy does it. Drop your hips down. Place your knees on the floor right away. Release your toes. We're back in high cobra. Nicely done. So 2 more times exactly like that, except that we're not going to breathe too long in down dog. Tuck your toes. Pull your shoulders back. Inhale. Use your core as you're lifting up and back. This is your exhale. Good. From here, look in front of you. Inhale. Start to move your body forward. Rotate your shoulders midway so that your elbows are still drawn toward each other. Come through your plank and then gently bring those hips forward. Drop your knees on the floor. High cobra. 1 more time. Tuck your toes. Inhale. And with an exhale, shift your hips up and out. Good. Once again, inhale, look in front of you. And start to move forward. Rotate your shoulders midway. Back, really back. And then from here, use your core and your arms and your shoulders to bring your hips all the way down. Yay. Release, relax. Bring your hips first back into child's pose, just to give your shoulders a little break. Shift your hips gently side to side. Walk your hands to the right side, aligning your chest with your right knee. And then place your left hand on top of your right hand. Drop your head, relax. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Now go ahead and walk your hands all the way through the center to the left side. Align your chest with your left knee and right hand covers your left hand. Deep breath. One more. Nice. Walk your hands to the center. Good. And from here through Chaturanga, inhale. And elbows in, they're bent. You're bringing your chest between your hands. You're pressing forward and you're inhaling at the very top. Down dog. And start to walk your feet toward your hands. Good. Awesome. Soften your knees and go ahead and lift all the way up. Easy does it. Reach your arms behind you. Open things up, arch your back, drop your arms once again behind you, just like we did when we were sitting on our knees in the kneeling position. Clasp your hands, open up. Good. Lots of effort here. So reach your arms to your shoulder height. Keep your feet hip width apart. Inhale, and with an exhale, rotate to the left. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. When you get to the point where you no longer can rotate, place your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right hip. And continue rotating now with your neck. 2 breaths. Release your arms with an inhale. Start to move in the opposite direction. Keep going, rotate, rotate, rotate as far as you can. And then when you're all done, place your left hand on your right shoulder and your right hand on your left hip. And then continue that rotation with the neck. Good. After your third breath, go ahead and release your arms, inhale, and start bringing yourselves all the way back. Very nice. Reach your arms all the way up so you're standing at the front of your mat, and with an exhale, swan dive. Good. Step your left foot back, bend your right knee, rotate your left foot right away, and open up into warrior two. All right, I'm going to challenge you just a little bit here. So settle in. Just go as far as your right knee allows you. You don't have to overdo it. Remember, the emphasis is on the arms. So find your balance. Keep it where you think that you are comfortable. Rotate your right hand to face the ceiling. Lean back as you reach your right hand first toward the ceiling and then back. So we are reversing our warrior two. From here, we're going to come back into warrior two. And I want you to bring your arms behind you one more time. Clasp your hands. Open things up. And from here, nice and gentle, you're going to start to fold forward. So you're coming as far toward your right inner thigh as you can. Still pulling those arms behind you. Easy does it. One more breath. Nice. And start to come all the way back. If you need at this point in time to release your hands and help yourselves with your hands, please do. Don't worry about it. Good. Very, very nice. And we're going to windmill our arms forward, placing them on both sides of our right foot. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot back. Left knee remains bent. Right one is straight, and you rotate your hip and your heel. Opening up into warrior two. Well done. Settle in here. Take your time. Open things up. Chest is open. Arms are strong. Good. Rotate now your left palm. Reaching all the way up. Reach, 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 and then go back. This is our reverse warrior two. Easy does it. Don't force anything. Feel a nice openness in the left side of your body, and then we're back into warrior two. Both palms are facing down and arms are strong. All right, reach both of your arms behind you, clasp. And we're going for a forward fold. Just go as far as you feel comfortable and confident. 3 breaths here. So your chest is toward your left inner thigh. 1 more breath. And start to lift up. Once again, if you need to help yourselves with your hands, no worries at all. And then from here, back into warrior two. Windmill your arms. And go ahead and place them on the floor. Bring your right foot forward. Good. Let's end up here in our chair pose. So drop your sit bones down. Really bend your knees and lift all the way up. Hands to your heart center. Good. And then we're back in our mountain pose. Wonderful. All right. So we're going to go and stretch our neck now, and I think everybody can actually appreciate that. So go ahead and find your way into a comfortable seated position. And that was my knee. It does that to me all the time. So the trick here is to try and keep your back as straight as possible. So if it is hard for you to do, you can always sit on the block. It changes the position for your hips and for your knees, and also presses your tailbone slightly out. And now, for me to sit up straight is no longer a problem. I'm going to clasp my hands. I'm going to place them behind my head. So this is a movement. So don't allow this to trick you into just resting in here. The important part is that we're really working it. So those clasped hands are on the back of your head. You're going to start to press your chin down. So you're really applying pressure here, but go gently. Shoulders are back, back is straight. And now with your next exhale, you're going to start to press your head back into your hands as your head is trying to straighten, or your neck is trying to straighten rather. And again, inhale. And with an exhale, press your chin down. And start to press your head up, 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 up. Nice. One more time. Press your hands into your head and see if you can press your chin just a tiny bit deeper into the stretch. And start to press your head back into your hands, straightening your neck, and maybe even arching your back just a tiny bit at the top of this movement. Now, we're going to press our hands once again, one last time, but we're going to stay here for 5 full breaths. And what I need you to do is drop your elbows, and now no more pressure. The weight of the elbows is what's going to really create the stretch. 4 more breaths. 3, 2, 1 more. Wonderful. We separate those elbows, press your head once again into your hands, activate it all back. Reach your arms all the way up and release. Very nice. If you're sitting on the block, go ahead and release that block. Once again, find your way into your tabletop position. We're going to go really smoothly. Shoulders, legs. Drop your hips back. Inhale, look in front of you, arch your back. Elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Walk your feet towards your hands. Straighten your legs if you can. Reach your arms all the way behind you. Clasp your hands and bring your arms as far forward above your head as you can. Inhale. With an exhale, release your hands, bend your knees, swing your arms down and up into chair. And release all the way into mountain pose. Reach, 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 arch your back, lift your chin, swan dive. Place your hands on the floor, left leg goes back, right leg goes back, chaturanga. You can do this. You are perfectly warm. Downward facing dog. This time your hands are going to walk back towards your feet. And again, stay in this forward fold. Reach your arms behind you one more time. And this time when you clasp your hands, see if you can switch which thumb is on the top. Inhale. And with an exhale, reach, reach, reach those arms as far as you possibly can. Inhale. And with an exhale again, release your hands, bend your knees, and reach your arms. Your shoulders are strong, your backs are really strong, so is your neck. Beautiful. Sit a little bit lower here into your chair. A little bit lower. Just a tiny bit lower. And release. Very nice. Swing your arms, swan dive. Hands come back down on the floor. Walk your hands forward. Find your way into your upward facing dog. Then from here, drop your knees. And here's our high cobra. And then from here, we're going to drop into our low cobra. So the belly is on the floor, but the chest is still very much elevated. You're going to feel your back after this in a good way, I promise. We're really working on our postural muscles. Reach your arms behind you one more time. We're going to try and clasp them and lift and lift and lift. Breathe. Breathe again. One more time. Reach your arms now, keeping your everything still elevated. Reach your arms above your head, look at your fingertips, and then draw your hands back and come into child's pose. Give your lower back a very well-deserved break. Good. Shift your hips gently side to side. We're going to do something a little funky here as far as our balances are concerned. So, tuck your toes, find your way into forward fold, and gently lift all the way up. So we're going to go for the eagle. And the reason for that is because, once again, it really works the flexibility, the hips, and the shoulders. So there's two parts to eagle, the bottom part of our body and our shoulders and our arms. We're going to start with dropping into a semi-chair. Easy does it. You're going to lift your right leg. You're going to cross your left leg, placing your right foot on the other side of your left foot. So this is the easy variation. Once you feel a little bit more comfortable, feel free to lift it. The idea here is that you actually would hook it behind your left ankle, but that's okay. Don't have to worry about it. Let's start with just playing with this. Here's what happens with the upper body. You're going to reach your arms as wide as you can. You're going to swing your right arm under your left arm, and you're going to continue crossing them until your palms meet in front of your face. And you're going to elevate your elbows as high as you can, and you're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Whatever your variation is, stay strong, breathe. Your left leg is really, really shaking here. One more breath. And release. That was our eagle. We did really, really good. I know you did. Shake your legs. Let's try that on the other side. And then we're going to go back on the mat, I promise. All right. Easy bend in the knee. You're pressing your entire body weight onto your right leg, and then you're crossing your left thigh over your right one, and place the top of your toes on the floor. This will really give you that balance. And then you can play a little bit with how high and where you want to keep that foot. Doesn't really matter. In the meantime, your arms are out. This time it's your left arm that swings under your right. Good. And keep rotating until your palms are together. That could be a challenge. And lift. You should feel a good stretch how this particular position really opens up the distance between your shoulder blades. Good. 3 breaths. One more. And gently release that. Now, wasn't that fun? This was definitely a really wonderful ultimate one. So, rotate, reach once again all the way up. We're going to go on the floor now. Inhale, and with an exhale, swan dive. Place your hands on the floor. Step your left and right leg back. Drop into your tabletop position. Release your right arm, up. Nice. One more breath. Good. Bring your right hand down on the floor. Left one. You're rotating through your spine. Very good. Bring your left hand back on the floor. Release your left leg out and bend it. Release your right arm out and swing it back. Place, grab the toes or wherever you think you can reach. Stay here for 3 breaths. Both shoulders are really far away from your ears. You're not dropping your head. Your spine is neutral. Your left knee, don't drop it. And release. Right hand on the floor, left knee on the floor. Good. All right, right leg out. Find your balance. Bend your right knee. Left arm reaches first forward, finding the length in the spine, and then we're reaching back. And we're finding our toes or ankle. We're not dropping our right knee. Please stay here. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Ready? Hand, knee, and drop. Go ahead into your child's pose. Shift your hips gently side to side. Maybe extend the distance between your knees and your hands. Just really press them forward. Shifting your hips. Really lengthening your spine. I promise, 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 by now you're warmer and longer. And we will check that. The way we do that is we're going to go back on the floor. So this is where we started. Remember this? Good. So go ahead and pull that right knee towards your chest. Settle in. Left leg remains on the floor. And you're going to bring that left hand onto your right knee. Right arm is out. And then we're going to start to bring the knee to the left side of the body. Remember, I asked you to remember how your body felt? And this is it. Is there a difference? Oh, I hope there is. I hope it's easy for you to maintain an even greater distance between your right knee and your right shoulder. I hope it's easy for you to turn your chin to the right side of the body because your neck is more open. Wonderful. And very gently lift it back up. And once again, you're going to go ahead and grab that right knee with the inside of your right shoulder and then press it out to the right. Just make sure that you maintain your left hip on the floor. Good. Nice and open pelvis. Bring it back in and release. All right. Left one in. Find it. Relax through your shoulders. And now your right hand is bringing the knee to the right side of the body while your left arm extends to the left and you're looking over your left shoulder. Beautiful. All right. Lift that knee back in and hug it with your left arm, pressing it towards your left underarm, away from your pelvis. Beautiful. All right. Bring it back to the center. And once again, bring both of your knees together and we are rocking side to side. And now we're going to bring our chin forward. And once again, 3 times, just like the first time around, we're going to go ahead and find our way into a comfortable seated position and then rock back. Ready? Inhale. Let's do it on the first time. 1. Back down. 2. One more time. 3. Bring it back. And this time, just hug your knees. Bring your chin towards your knees. Squeeze everything really, really, really tight. Inhale, 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 inhale. And with an exhale, release everything. Close your eyes. Settle into your heaviness. Start to relax. Your breathing is barely noticeable. Your shoulders are heavy. Your spine is heavy. Your heart has softened its heart rate. Your ribcage is very heavy. You can barely detect your breathing. Your belly is heavy. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs. Relax your shins and your calves. Don't rush. Pay attention to how your body feels. Take your time relaxing every single muscle. Relax your ankles. Relax your toes. Gently scan your attention all the way back to where you started at your shoulders and your chest. You have worked your arms today quite a bit. Let go. So many muscles to think of. Just imagine it to be a wave of full heaviness. Let go. Gravity will take care of it. Return your attention back to your shoulder blades and from here to your neck. And now your head. Let go. This is your moment. Nothing else exists. We're thanking our body. It is strong and flexible. We'll take it. Gently rock your head side to side, or roll rather. Bring your nose to the right, to the left to the right, whichever way you started, doesn't matter. Just waking up the neck. Good. Come back to the center and actually tuck your chin down. Nice. And then bring it back into neutral position. And raise your arms above your head. They're still touching the floor if you can. And rest here for just a minute. Good. And from here, roll onto one side of your body. And very gently, all the way helping with your arms. Come into and sit in a comfortable seated position. And perhaps it is now a little bit more open for you to sit with your feet parallel to each other, but if not, continue just keeping them crisscrossed. One more time, place your hands on the floor and gently slide your arms as far forward as you can. See if this feels easier. I hope so. And then using your core and your back muscles, just gently waking them back up. We are sliding our hands and we're sitting all the way upright, reaching our arms as high as we possibly can, smiling, placing our hands together, and then bringing our hands to our heart center. And thank you so very much for joining me today. Namaste.